YouTube. Welcome back. This is Ricky with Shoe Monster Tech, and we are doing another knife review, and this one is a very interesting review, the Spyderco Smock. But before we get into the nitty-gritties and all of the goodies, I like to give a couple shout outs. First of all, I got a couple beads in. Check this one out. This one actually glows in the dark. Pretty sweet. This is by EDC Extras. He's on Instagram, so go check him out. I'll leave the links down in the descriptions. As usual, cool dude, cool stuff. And check out my new Shoe Monster Tech bullet here. Pretty sweet, right? He also, I actually have this one as well. My Fearless, I got from Rugged on the Rocks. You guys go check him out. He's got his own website. Don't want that to roll off. And yeah, he's on Instagram, so at Rugged on the Rocks. I'll leave the links down in the descriptions. You guys check him out as well. And of course, I do have some stickers. So if you guys are interested in these bad boys, pretty good stickers. I've got my email down below. Okay, well, let's get into the Spyderco Smock, and we'll start off with the specs. Okay, so the overall length on this guy here is 7.875 inches. Blade length is 3.375 inches. Cutting edge is 2.875 inches. Blade width is 1 inch even. Blade thickness is 0.12 inches. Blade material, S30V. You got your Warncliffe style blade. Blade grind on this is hollow. The finish is satin. Plain edge type. Handle length is 4.5 inches. Handle width is 1 inch. And handle thickness is 0.45 inches. Now this is considered a carbon fiber G10 material, handle material. So take a peek at that. Actually looks pretty good. Let's see, what else do we have? The black color on this one here. The frame liner is stainless steel, and the weight on this knife is 3.64 ounces. So it's above that 3.0 margin there for being a lightweight. I can, in my opinion. So it's a little on the heavy side, not too bad. This is a right-hand user. Lefties could use it too. I mean, they just have to worry about the button there. Okay, so the pocket clip on this is tip up. In other words, if you slide it in your pocket, the tip is going in the up direction, right? Okay, opener. So you got two different openers. You got your thumb hole there, and also, if you look real close, yes, you have a flipper. So it flips right on open. Pretty sweet. Compression lock on this, that's the lock type. I'm gonna call it a button compression lock. So if you can check that out there, you press that in and it moves that little liner guy out of the way, and bam, it drops the blade. So that's how that works. And it works very smooth. What else do we have? This design, the designer on this is Kevin Smock, and best use for this knife, it's considered an everyday carry knife. So there you go. That's it for the specs. Let's do some size comparisons. We'll start off with the Ontario Rat 1. Ontario Rat 1 is larger in length. What else do we have? The Rat 2, we can compare that. So yeah, here you go. That's that. What else do we have? We'll put these guys away. And let's compare it to the Para 3. Another Spyderco, another compression lock. Yep, so it's definitely a little larger than a Spyderco Para 3. Let's compare it to the Benchmade Griptilian. So pretty close there. So that's that. That's our size comparisons. I do have a pencil on me. I don't know where my, oh, I'll take that back. Here's my Sharpie right here. So we'll compare the Sharpie, and let's do it in the closed position here so you can see how much it's gonna sit in the pocket, right? How far down it's gonna go. Now this is not a deep carry pocket clip here. You actually got quite a bit hanging out of your pocket there when you slide it in your pants pocket. So that's that. You do have a lanyard hole. Okay, so let's get into the pros and cons of this knife. We'll start off with the cons. One quick con, I'm gonna go ahead, and I've noticed when I'm trying to flip this open, notice my finger just slides a little bit. Just maybe a little light jimping right there would have been sweet. Not a huge deal, but I did notice, you know, just whoops, you know. So that's that. The clip on it is gonna be my next con. Oh boy, I wish they would have raised this clip up. Maybe had the lanyard hole inside the clip. I don't know, something. Just so, even if you put like you got an aftermarket, like say lynch clip or something to put on this, it's still not gonna be a complete deep carry. So if they would have just moved this up a little bit, that would have been awesome. That's probably my biggest con about this knife. Besides that, it's hard. They got the T6 screw bits there. It's probably another con. On my clumsy ass, I'm taking knives apart. I might strip those. So I'm usually pretty careful, but I have stripped them before. Okay, so that's it for the cons. Let's get into the pros, and there's a lot of pros. Biggest pro for me is the unique design. This is a very, very unique knife. It's almost a one of a kind, right? I mean, it's a very, very slick looking knife with a worn cliff style blade, the forward finger choil, which is another pro. And I think they might have also put that there just to be able to have that blade to shut down tight, because you have that button there. It's kind of acts like a bar, if you will. And if you didn't have that notch there, this blade wouldn't close up all the way. So that's one thing to think about. Not a big deal for me, because you guys know me, I love my forward finger choil. So, and yes, they do have jimping on this. It's a very aggressive jimping. So if you don't like aggressive jimping, you might not like this. But for me, it's a pro. I love my jimping. That's all there is to it. Okay, so the button compression lock is another huge pro for me. I am digging it. I love the regular compression lock, you know, Spyderco does on the like Para 3, Para 2, so or paramilitary 2, excuse me. But this one here is different. This one actually, like I said before, you use the button to press that guy out of the way, and it closes. So that is pretty sweet. Hopefully I'm getting the lighting. You guys let me know if the lighting's okay on this. I kind of switched up my lights around. So let me know down in the comments. Hey, is it too bright? Is it too dark? Maybe I should add an extra light. I don't know. But anywho, let's get back into the pros. So the compression lock, button compression lock, yes, that's a big pro in my book. So the steel, S30V steel, yep, that's another pro. Holds its edge very well. I definitely like S30V steel for everyday carry knife. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Again, the design, the unique design on this knife, it's just really cool. Decent ergos on it. I mean, if I'm gonna get nitty and gritty, I'm gonna, you know, got that forward finger choil, so that's awesome, right? Sweet, sweet, and sweet. So yes, I nicked myself on another knife of mine. I'm clumsy. But yeah, guys, would I recommend this knife? Now, this knife is currently out of stock right now on Blade HQ, but I'm sure you can find it at other places. Maybe the Knife Center. Very popular knife indeed. Just I think because of its unique look. Was it Kevin Smock who designed this? He did a really good job. So I like it. It's very, very unique in a good way. So price point, like I said, on Blade HQ, they sell it for $175. The MSRP on it is actually $250. So yes, it is a very expensive knife. There are other very expensive knives that compete with this. So, but I think it's at a decent price range. Maybe bring it a little bit lower, $160. But honestly, I think it's worth $175. This is a great knife. I like it a lot. And this is not my knife. This is actually, I'm borrowing this knife from my buddy Colin. So thank you very, very much for letting me review this knife for everybody. And I did have to clean it up because he did use this knife quite a bit. He uses it a lot. He, you know, got some grime in there. So I took it apart. I should have done a video on that. I still got to touch up the blade for him though. But I cleaned it up nice for him, so I think he'll be happy with that. So anyways, Colin, thank you very much for letting me review this sweet knife. So that's it, guys. Yes, I recommend this knife. So if you got the $175 or however much it costs someplace else, yeah, pick it up. It's just a nice unique knife to have, especially if you're a knife collector. So that's that. I've got some cat hairs on my table. So anywho, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell on there. I'm almost at 1,000. I think I surpassed 840 subscribers. I'll have to go back and check. But very, very awesome. I appreciate you guys for subscribing to my channel. And hit that like button, give me some comments, and you guys have a great day. All right, bye.